Alright, so I'm back finally after a long time. It's actually been a while since I've uploaded to YouTube, and there are good reasons. For the past couple of days, I was very busy. If you know me from Facebook, then you obviously know that I launched a course and whatnot and stuff like that. And I was also busy doing business competitions and stuff. So I'm going to talk about some of them. So, firstly, if you're following through Bhuj, then you already know that I'm postponing the course because I thought about it a lot and I explained the reasons basically in the video. You can watch it out. I'm not going to rant about it here. So, what I want to rant about is my life lately. One of the things that I've been dealing lately a lot is indecisiveness, right? So, I want to talk about it a bit more. So, I have so many options right now. Like, how do I explain this? So, many of you guys already know that I used to have a YouTube channel. It was a gaming channel. I have 50,000 subscribers on the channel, and I used to make a good amount of money, a fair amount of money on the channel, right? And then I also have, I also stood eighth in the IB ambition test, so that is that. And I'm also passionate about business, so I want to do business competitions. I want to do business olympiads, and I want to learn about business. Basically, I want to learn accounting. I want to learn about the basics of finance. I want to know how to invest. I want to learn digital marketing and so many other things, right? I just want to learn all the things that the BBA degree teaches even before the classes start. Not because I want to be first, but rather because I'm really passionate about this whole business thing. And that's the main reason why I wanted to get into the best business school in Bangladesh so that I could practice business knowledge, so that I can learn business stuff, right? This video is more of like a journal to myself than a YouTube video because recently it's been like very hard for me to journal. Sitting down with a piece of paper and just writing thoughts. Like what happens is that my hands cannot keep up with my thoughts, if that makes sense. Right? So I'm thinking so fast, and all these pros and cons, my hands cannot keep up. So I think making a video would be better. If ranting a bit would make me feel better about myself. So, what are the options? The first option is I go back to YouTube. I go back to being a YouTuber, a gaming YouTuber. So recently I've been playing video games, and I'm having fun. Like I'm literally having fun. So the other day I did a live stream on my older channel, the gaming channel, and 10 people showed up. But I had a lot of fun doing the video, right? So here's the thing. I realized that gaming is not really a problem. The problem was that I made my videos in a way, I turned my whole channel and turned my whole content strategy into something that really saps out the energy from the gaming thing, right? So my videos were more about like the some facts of the game, maybe the top 10 currencies, maybe the most impossible things to do in the game, stuff like that, right? It was not really about gameplay and building a community, playing with your subscribers and stuff like that. So I realized if I did that, I would be very happier, right? So my first option is going back to YouTube and start doing those type of videos where I play with subscribers, I do challenges with them. I can become a live streamer. I can just do live streaming on my YouTube channel, obviously. So the first option is basically doing gaming videos and also doing gaming live streams and doing challenges with my subscribers so that I get the sense of community, and that really makes the whole process even more fun and even more enjoyable than the whole soulless 10 facts about Brawl Stars type of videos. Okay, so that's the first option. The second option is I could just put this whole past of gaming and my YouTube channel behind me and use the skills that I've learned to and put them into something else. For example, I can start doing business competitions. I can start learning about the more about business stuff, into business fundamentals and stuff like that. I can start doing internships. I can start going to networking events and really just be a good corporate slave, right? So I don't want to do a 9 to 5 job, obviously not. But it's not like the thought never came to my mind. I sometimes think about it, and a 9 to 5 job is not really that bad if you think about it. If you can get to a higher position, then there's some fun in the corporate world. I believe. Okay, I believe that. Right. So it's probably the first time you've ever seen someone romanticizing a 9 to 5 job. It's kind of fucking weird, but yeah. And the last option is doing my own business. So currently, I don't really have any business ideas. I have a couple ideas. They're not really that big, kind of average, maybe a bit innovative or whatever. My friend Arwan has some ideas, and we want to work together, obviously. So we have ideas, and we can work on them, obviously. So that's the third option, right? So I'm stuck between three options. Should I go back to the old life where I used to do gaming and stuff, and I go and I start doing streaming and I start to find the fun back in because I really enjoyed building the community around the whole gaming thing. And not gonna lie, if you go back to the 20-year-old Taki, uh, who used to watch a lot of videos of Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, gaming YouTubers, Markiplier, PewDiePie's whole Minecraft series, and whatnot, right? So I used to watch all of these videos, and I always used to dream of me being there one day, playing these video games and doing live streams in my whole gaming setup, and reading the chats and doing challenges with my subscribers. And that is something that I can do, actually. Alhamdulillah, and thanks to God, that's something that I'm able to do because I worked hard and God helped me. So that's something I can do, and that would be fulfilling my childhood dreams. Okay, so I can either go and fulfill my childhood dreams, or I can move forward and I can forget this whole YouTube thing, and I can start going to the whole another direction. So if I continue YouTube, if I do the whole YouTube thing, what are my future career opportunities? I think it's probably the best of them all, maybe the second best. So my opportunities are I can keep doing YouTube. I can keep getting a lot of money because YouTube pays a fucking good amount of money. Trust me. And I can also get sponsorships. I can get money from live streaming by super chats or whatever, right? I can also, if I can get many subscribers, I can also start selling my own products, maybe. Yeah. So there are ton of ways you can monetize your YouTube channel. Okay, and I know how to do it because I've seen. I used to be in the YouTube game, right? I've analyzed millions of, not millions. I've analyzed hundreds, if not thousands, of YouTubers, and I've seen how they do it, and I know how to do it. Okay, so I can just follow their path. I can just do and make my childhood person happy. But if I do that, what's gonna happen is that the whole 3 months of preparation that I took for IBA and the 3 extra months for HSC that I did, I'm basically throwing it in the bin because if I continue YouTube, then the whole IBA admission thing and the whole HSC admission thing and the whole studying thing that I've done and the things that I've learned by preparing for IBA, I'll be just throwing them away, right? So that's that. I'm obviously studying in IBA, and I have so many opportunities as an IB8 to network, to get internships, and to do business competitions. I have so many opportunities for that, right? So if I go back to the whole YouTube thing, then I'll basically be throwing all these opportunities away. So if I pursue YouTube, I don't I I don't need to be an IB to pursue YouTube, right? I could have just dropped out of high school. I could have just dropped out of my college and did YouTube, and I'd be the same person. If I pursue YouTube, then I'll be throwing the whole IBA thing away, the whole business competition business thing away. Or if I go in that business competition direction, then I'm gonna be training myself to be a very good corporate slave. I'm gonna learn a lot about business. I'm gonna do many business competitions. My CV will be fucking 20 pages long, right? I can probably go even higher. I can try to get an MBA from any Ivy League school. So that's that. So I have those opportunities, and I can get a good job. I can get paid very well. I can climb up the career ladder. I can do all those things, right? So that's also a very, very good life. And I'm not mocking anyone who does this. This is actually a very good life. And to some extent, I want to have that life. Okay, so if we evaluate this second option first, then so what do we have? In the next 4 years, I'm not gonna make any money because business competitions, you don't win every competition, right? And they don't really pay that much. Internships don't really pay that much. So in the next 4 years, I'm gonna be kind of broke, maybe, but I'm gonna learn a lot and I'm gonna have so many experiences. And obviously, I've said it before that in your 20s, it's more important to learn than to earn, and you should invest on yourself, not on something else, not on cars, not on anything. Okay, so I still live with my parents. So even if I make no money, I'm still good. So what's more important in the next 4 years and in the early part of my 20s, and even maybe for the whole of my 20s, is to learn and to have as many experiences as I can and to really uh, become the person I really want to be, right? So that's that. I can do that by going through the whole corporate thing. I can start doing business competitions and stuff like that, right? But the cost of this would be to lose the whole YouTube thing that I've done for the past 5 years. Also, become a very good corporate slave. But yeah, there's some upsides to it because you can start a business anytime, right? I can go to a corporate job and I can start my job and I can start a business on the side. Obviously, I can do that, but that's not really that feasible. Doing a because what I truly believe in, that's something that I truly believe in. The focus principle that I believe in, it's from Alex Hormozzi, is that if you really want to do exceptionally well in something, you need to focus on that thing and solely that thing, nothing else. So if you try to do five things together, then you're not going to be good at five things. You're going to be average in those five things. So you need to master one thing in life, and that's exactly what I did when I used to do YouTube. I did nothing else, nothing else. I didn't study. I didn't do the whole clubbing thing that my friends did. I didn't date, and I didn't do anything else all day, 24/7. What I used to think about was my YouTube channel, and what I used to do all day was make videos and do research for my videos. And I missed out on a lot of hangouts and opportunities maybe, and a lot of other things because of this whole thing. But I told myself that it's okay to miss out on these opportunities, because the opportunity cost of doing those things is my YouTube growth, right? And the opportunity cost of going through my YouTube is do missing out on those things. So you have to pick what you want to miss out on. And to me, I realized that I would rather miss out on those opportunities than my YouTube channel, because that was my main focus, and that's how I trained myself and lived my life till then. So now when I'm here, I know that for a fact that if I start to working my own job and start a business by my side, I'm not gonna be doing as well as I would have done if I only focused on my business or my YouTube channel. I'm a believer that if you do something, you should go all in 100% on it. No fucking gatekeeping or no fucking half-assing anything, right? So that's that. And while taking IB preparation, I didn't really take any preparation for any what's it called, backups, right? I studied a bit for B unit, not that much. That doesn't count, honestly. So I didn't really study that much or at all for backups. I went all in for IB because I was like, that's the only thing I want to do. And if I don't get in, then I'm still fucking okay. I can go back to YouTube and stuff, right? So I believe in focusing on only one thing and one thing only. And that's the principle that I live by. By that principle, if you're following that, then if I go through the corporate thing, then I'm not going to be able to start my own business in the same pace or with the same level of energy that I could have if I start my own business by myself. Here comes the third option. It is starting my own business. So I put aside my YouTube channel, I put aside the whole career BBA thing, and I focus solely on a business model. So I have so many ideas. I try it, and if I fail, then I can move on to the next idea. So I solely focus myself on business. So the funny thing about that is, if I solely focus myself on business and I try out different businesses, then I'm gonna learn about business eventually from experience. You have to learn it, right? It's the truth. I'm really stuck between these three decisions, and I really don't know what to do. And honestly, money is not really a problem. For now, money is not a problem at all. I have a good amount saved up from my YouTube, and on top of that, I have skills that I can monetize very easily. For example, let's say I get kicked out of my house, okay, and I have no money, nothing else to do. I just need a laptop. That's all I need. And I can start making a lot of money. For example, I have my YouTube channel, obviously. I know how to edit videos. That's like my number one skill. Right. And the second skill is editing thumbnails. So I already have a huge portfolio because of my YouTube channel. So I have already have all these videos that I've edited, and they're really fucking good videos. I'm a good video editor, okay. I have this skill that I can monetize, and realistically, if I realistically, I can charge about $100 per video, and a video might take 3 days full. In my cases, my 7 to 8 minute videos used to take 12 hours to edit, 12 hours of non-stop editing, right? So 12 hours to edit. So maybe if someone else wants me to make a 15-minute video, then it's going to take 20 hours or something. I can do that in 3 days or maybe 4 days if I really lock in. 3 days or maybe 2 days if I really lock in. So I can do that, obviously. But if you think about it in an hourly wage, $100 for 20 hours, so you get basically $5 an hour. So it's 500 taka, 600. So it's actually less than what I would get for teaching students. But what you don't count in is, for teaching students, you only get paid for the hour you teach, but you also have to uh, do the whole study plan. You have to think about the student, you have to transport, right? You have to commute. There are other timely costs, and you cannot teach for 10 hours straight. You can edit videos for 10 hours straight. You can edit videos 15 hours a day. You cannot teach 15 hours a day. Okay, so that's the thing, right? So I can obviously do the video editing thing, and I can live by very well. So money is not really a problem. And if things get very wrong, I can obviously teach as an IBA teacher or whatnot. Obviously, I have good rank. So that's not really a problem. My problem is, what do I want to do? And I want to do something that my future me will be very happy for, right? So I can either go for my YouTube channel, or I can go for my business, or I can, so what's the end goal here? What do I want out of life? I want a happy life, a peaceful life. I don't really want much for myself. I just want to hang out with my friends. I just want to have a good time. I just want to work on something that's meaningful, and I just want to make sure everyone around me is happy. That's the type of life that I want. Now, I can achieve that from doing all of the things, but I want three types of freedom: location freedom, time freedom, and financial freedom. These are the three freedoms that I want to achieve in life. So if you think about location freedom, I want to be in a position in life where I can go anywhere I want without really thinking about the consequences. So, for example, I want to live a life where I can go to Bali tomorrow, or I can go to Dubai tomorrow, then come back to, then go to Bangkok, then go to Thailand, then go to London. I want to live that life. Okay, so I want location freedom. So if I do a corporate job, I obviously cannot do that unless I'm in like a very high position. I'm like the CEO of the company or the CFO or a C tier rank. Time freedom means I want to live a life where I can do my work whenever I want. And currently, I'm living that life. And when I used to do my YouTube thing, that's how I lived my life. Because if it's your own business, you can work on it anytime you want. You can work at 4 a.m. in the morning. Right now, I'm making this video at like 1:16 a.m. in the morning, right? So I can do this because I have time freedom for now, right? So this is something that I also want. I want a life where I can wake up whenever the fuck I want. I can wake up at 4 a.m. or 4 p.m. and no one's gonna say anything to me. I want that life. And then comes financial freedom. I want to live a life where I don't have to think about money. I don't want excessive amount of money so that I can buy Lamborghinis or Ferraris or Audemars Piguet or or a fucking Pere Philips or something like that. I don't want that life. What I really want is a life where I don't have to think about the basic stuffs, right? For example, if I'm going out with my family or my friends to eat out, I don't want to think about or have to worry about the paycheck, the money that I'm gonna have to pay, right? That's the life I want. I want a life where I go to a shopping mall and I can buy things without looking at the price tag and not really think about the money. I want a life where I can just go out and buy a dirt bike or buy some skates or just buy anything I want, something that I find interesting in. Or I can just take courses that I find interesting in. I can buy subscription of the things that I can find interesting in. So okay, so that's the life I want. I don't want anything extravagant. I just want the basic things in life and I want to get them without really thinking about the money. So I'm really stuck between these three decisions right now, and I have to pick one. So, what do I want to do right now? So, this Ramadan, what I want to do is really find out what I want to do. But I also want to continue YouTube. Why? Because I've been craving it, like it's one of those things that I've been really craving, going back to YouTube, doing live streaming. So that's what I'm going to do for this Ramadan, figuring things out. And I'm also going to continue YouTube, just doing live streams. I don't want to edit videos and put them on, nothing like that. Maybe do a couple of challenges. Okay. So I want to continue YouTube for this. I postponed my course, so I have a lot of time. And what I truly want to do, because this is something that I really want to say, this is my first Ramadan without any academic pressure, with a ton of freedom, and with sufficient, not the first Ramadan with money, but you get what I'm saying. So I have the freedom, I have the time, and I have the credentials. I'm a student of Dhaka University now, so the campus is basically mine, right? You get it, right? So I'm one of those people who really glazed Dhaka University because growing up, I always used to look up to Dhaka University. So uh, I used to bunk my classes and go to DU campus, TSC. I used to bunk my college classes and fuck around in Sohrawardi Uddan and TSC every single day, right? So Dhaka University is something that I've always looked up to and I've always wanted to study in. Even if I didn't get into IB, I would still study at B unit or C unit. Even if I got into BUET, I would study in Dhaka University. I'm not joking. It is the truth. I really would study in Dhaka University because I wanted really that much. And some people call it cringe, call it whatever you want. It's just something that I grew up around in and something that I've always imagined myself to be a part of. Okay. I cannot imagine a life where I would not be a student of Dhaka University unless I dropped out. So I really want to enjoy this Ramadan and I really want to network and connect with people as much as I want, especially with the people I meet. So if you already follow me on Instagram, you already know that we fuck around in the basement of our apartment complex every single day. So we get together at Taraweeh and we play different types of things. We play different types of games together. So it's really a bonding opportunity for us. And I'm also gonna be attending a lot of different iftar parties. That's something that I have on my checklist. I also want to spend a lot of more time with my family and also my pet because something I realized is I don't really spend that much time with my pet because I'm always so busy and I'm always doing all these things. When I find her, I give her a couple kisses and then I go out with my day. But really spending time with her, really playing with her, really feeding her, those things, I don't really do them. Right. So I should be doing more of that. So this is my to-do list for Ramadan. I want to figure out what I want to do. I want to keep making a couple videos on YouTube. I want to play a lot of video games because I've been enjoying them lately. I want to meet I want to have fun with my friends. I want to hang out with them every single day. I want to have a better connection with my family and I also want to meet new people, and I want to attend a lot of iftar parties. And yeah, these are the six things I want to do for this Ramadan, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. All right, so I think that's it for this video. I have a vlog ready. So basically, it's not really a vlog. So basically, when I went to the NSU Fest, NSU Business Competition, and other competitions and everything, I just recorded a couple clips. So maybe I'm just gonna compile them into one video and then post about it with a voiceover, right? So I think I'm gonna do that. Till then, goodbye.